tell me about what we're seeing that's so very different right now, John.
Hi, great to talk to you. So what Google are doing is they're taking a technology that's been around a while, localization and mapping, developed primarily for robots, and sticking it on a smartphone. So what's really exciting is bringing 3D perception of our physical environment onto a phone. And so opportunities like indoor GPS and the ability to build 3D maps in real time and localize people or devices, and then add on top of that information about the world, the location of objects, the behavior of people. It's a really exciting space to sort of bring search into the physical, everyday environment.
Yeah, I kind of want to break this into two things. One is the technology, and the other is the data that comes from it. But let's start with the technology. What is the technological innovation that is very different, as opposed to sort of evolutionary different, that we're seeing with this?
Okay, so a key difference is just bringing it all together, the level of integration. Some of the things they've been doing have existed like sort of with laptops or with more computing, but in terms of packing it in such a small device, that's the key innovation. Why it's so challenging is that as you move a device through the world, it accrues uncertainty, so your position error grows. And so if you had a map, you could localize yourself, but we don't have a map, say, in our house. So the key trick of this thing called SLAM, simultaneous localization and mapping, is to concurrently map the environment and localize the device. And it's been a great challenge in robotics for SLAM.
Give it to me again. SLAM? I like hearing the word SLAM anytime. SLAM?
SLAM, simultaneous localization and mapping. It's a problem I've sort of dedicated my academic career to for over 20 years, and lots of other great academics, like Sebastian Thrun, who led the Google self-driving car project. He was one of the key contributors to SLAM, say in the last decade. And so what's exciting is a lot of this academic work is now getting into real physical devices that can be deployed out there in people's houses.
Well, I started Slam Magazine, but it's a very different kind of thing. It was a little more basketball, a little less phone stuff. But let me ask, so then about the data, because the data to me is really interesting and seems to be a common thread through all these projects at Google.
Right. So the opportunity to capture so much data about the physical world and to register it and to remove the uncertainties and stitch it all together, it does open pretty amazing possibilities. So, for example, imagine going through a shopping mall or through a big warehouse store or a big office environment and being able to determine the physical locations of objects and register all that together. You really could have the equivalent of what I call robot Google, or Google for the physical world, the ability to locate objects. And I think the possibilities to sort of combine that with the cloud and exploit it, things like where are my car keys, it really could be like search, but for the real physical world.